keep on getting the normal result. My brothers and sisters, that is the time for you to go into introspection. That is the time for you to review. That is the time for you to recollect that there is something that is missing. And I dare tell you, once you discover that, perhaps that will change everything about you, the way you think, what you do, how you do them, when you do them, the result ultimately that you will achieve. Everything could be ascribed as extraordinary to you that will lead you to extraordinary result. And so, I tell you, we have been in this business. Some people have made struggle their profession, maybe because of dividend, dividend not of democracy, dividend of struggle. And I do not want to go into that dividend of struggle, but I am only emphasizing that our product from them. In fact, let me be very honest with you, 99 or 98% of whatever that is invented have directly or indirectly connected to a Jewish nation. I'm telling you honestly. Direct, go and check. Go and all the inventions, go and check, mention them. Michael Faraday, all of them, they have one connection or the other with them. It tells you of why that was so. Do you know? Do you know? These are chosen people of God. Yom Asmahot, they went into Yom Hazikaron. Today, as in yesterday, they went into Yom Hazikaron. Yom Hazikaron is the remembrance of the fallen soldiers, the fallen heroes. And so we say to them, wherever they stand, that is where Biafrans stand.
To know that we are here to get our self-determination through the vehicle of referendum and any other possible means. And we encourage all pro-independence organizations and all Biafrans to join us so that we can work together to achieve our common objective, which is to extract our God divination from British created contraption called Nigeria. But remember that we in RBI, Radio Biafra International, are here to educate, enlighten, inform, and empower our people. And we would love to hear the weary with fearing. And this is the rest of the news. Anxiety as police withdraw aids from Enugu Assemblies of God top cleric. Enugu. There was apprehension among Assemblies of God church members yesterday as security men attached to the General Superintendent, Professor Paul Emeka, was withdrawn by police without notice or explanation. When that had visited the residence of Professor Emeka yesterday, the premises with few of the church members hanging afar. Some members of the church who spoke to Vanguard said they were afraid that the police were either coming to arrest people in the vicinity or that a rival leadership faction of the church led by Dr. Chidi Okorafor was coming for an attack. The church has been in a leadership crisis, a matter that brought about a dispute so-called judgment, leading to a fresh suit in a high court. Police Public Relations Officer in charge of Zone 9 Omaya, Jen Ewu, said the zonal command ordered for withdrawal of the police because of the Supreme Court judgment, which he inferred was not in favor of Emeka. Mazokolobo, what can you tell us about this? Now, police is the one handling church affairs.
Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, Wada Chidima. Good morning, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I remain Mazichiko Kolobo of the Kalabari Kingdom in Biafra land on Radio Biafra International. Thank you very much, Wada Chidima. The fact remains that these people don't worship God. They don't work for God, they don't represent God, and they don't stand for God. And the irony of it is that because our people refuse to think outside the box, especially Biafrans, they are sheepishly following these people. Any matter that cannot be resolved by council of elders in the church cannot be resolved by outward worldly law that is not recognizable by God. The Supreme Court of Nigeria is under Islamic control and doctrine and influence. And these people who call themselves Christians are using those services to intimidate and challenge one another. That has made it what it is. I wouldn't waste time on it. I ask our people, by their fruit you shall know them. Why don't you worship Chukwukabiama directly? Ask the Holy Spirit to tell you and to reveal to you if who you're following is representing God. A word is enough for a wise person. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Master Kolobo. And the next news item: tension as abduction killings spread in Imo communities. Owerri. There is a growing tension in Imo State following the resurgence of kidnapping and killings of several innocent residents of Imo State. The latest to be kidnapped is the former Commissioner for Culture and Tourism in the state, Mr. Alex Owazo. He was said to have been kidnapped while he was returning from a social function. Owazo's abduction came on the tail of the abduction and killing of a former local government chairman of Idato South local government area on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Mr. Livenius Alisiwe. Alisiwe was gruesomely murdered by his killers who beheaded him and amputated his legs and hands from his headless body before setting his residence ablaze. This was even as there were reports that the dead bodies of three siblings aged between 2 and 5 years were found in a vehicle at Okwele Onimo local government area of the state. The names of the deceased children were given as Savior, 5 years, Salvation, 3 years, and Precious Weke, 2 years. At Umelele Ireta in Owerri West local government area, there was confusion as many people wept openly following the discovery of bloated body of a 20-year-old footballer, Chidubem Eza Bago in the bush last month. Within the between Asana, Ms. Ibe, an undergraduate of Band, was killed while celebrating in her birthday. The subject on the who spoke with Southeast Voice in Owerri said that they now live under the fear of unknown as they no longer sure of their safety and call for the improved security situation in the state. Manzo Kolobo, all this thing is happening in Okorocha, Imo State. What can you tell us about it?
The fact is that a lot of people don't know who Okorocha is. There was a rumor and there was a history circulating, there was a story circulating that when Okorocha, the first money he made it out of 419. And he killed a white man and buried him. People know where the dead body is. And the people know the name and identity of this man and where he came from. Some of those, the accomplices, are still alive and well. They are with him. They are in his government. I said 2014, if you dare vote Buhari into the power, you will see the amount of for you. It's on Facebook. I said it. And the people ignored that, and they did, because I didn't say Prophet Chicken. But I prophesied that if you employ that man as your killing will follow, because it's a in his hand. That is how Okorocha is. And if you elect people of Nimo, the good people of Imo, you elect whoever Okorocha, aka Tomato Josh. If you elect that person or you allow that person to even contest and win, you will have your blame. You see this killing that is going on now, it is ritual. They are performing with the lives of the people. telling because their mullah and those who are doing juju for them, those Hausa people and Muslims doing juju for them have told them how many people they must kill to be able to be in a position. But we are saying the good people of Imo, time has come. You have to form your own vigilante group and equip yourself to protect yourselves. If not so, you will all die and nothing will happen. The good people of Imo, especially those ones living in diaspora, should begin to call home, should begin to call for a protest, for the commissioner of police there to be changed, and for whoever that is in charge of security services there to be changed. You need indigenous people, you need neutral people to save your life. If not so, they will kill you and nothing will happen. It is ritual killing because election is coming and we are begging the people of Imo, try and see that there is no election in your land. And we are telling the people of Imo, prepare yourself because time will come on the 30th of May what you shall be told to do. Make sure you do it. If you can take that day off work, please begin to do that now. It's essential that you prepare yourself for what needs to happen on 30th of May. Nobody's going to send you off the street to be shot anymore. We are tired of flying our flags. A new no train driver, no for everybody, civil disobedience, everybody stayed indoor. After a week, UK started negotiating for their independence. The people of Nigeria has been buying weapons to destroy us, but we have one weapon. We are the owner of them. Fight them with their oil companies. In Imo State is going to extend to the rest of Biafra land. If we refuse to take action now, the action we shall take is prepare yourself for 30th of May. You shall do what you have been told. We will remember and pray Chukwuka Biama and thank Chukwuka Biama and beg him to save us in our own land and protect us from the hands of the evil. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Master Clover, and for that. Imo indigenes, you have heard it, we've said it, and also the advice is not for Imos alone. As far as you're Biafran, all this thing that is happening in Imo State also concerns you. The next news item, Rivers newspaper vendors protest police harassment detention. Vendors under the aegis of the Newspaper Distributors Association of Nigeria Rivers State Chapter have embarked on a strike over alleged incessant harassment, unwarranted arrest and detention by the police. The vendors who took their protest to the state police command said that most times their newspaper were seized by police and added that effort to make the police authority to stop their men from harassing them had been fruitless. Our correspondent observed the absence of newspaper vendors in Aji, Wimpe, New GRA, Azikiwe Road, and Rumola. Secretary of the Association, Imoga, told the Punch that the newspaper vendors were finding it difficult to sell their papers without a law-abiding about these harassments.
We said that Nigeria is a failed state. They are living human standard, and they have starved their imagination, thoughts, energy to think and free themselves, and their ability to even define things. If only in a failed state where you have police harassing vendors, newspaper vendors. These people don't print these newspapers. They are what? Selling them. If you come to civilized countries, London, everywhere, you see a news stand. That news stand sells sweets, magazines, and newspaper. But because they can't think outside the box, they can't build a mobile newsstand where you can have a newsstand that is mobile. It's either pulled by motorcycle or by bicycle, and you sell it, and people to you, or you will go near the pedestrian where people pass, and have branches. Back in the days, there's kiosk for newspaper and pool gambling. Our people need to work. And the worst part is that the police that is harassing you, that is not his job. He was not sent to harass you. He went to harass you so that you can give him 500 naira for pepper soup money for that day. But what should you do? To resist these people, you should send harassment. And I'm calling on River State. Time has come, we teach these police mother hopeless people that they are the owners of the land. You must meet them with a Kelebe style. If they harass you, harass them back. Take your stand, because if you refuse to do so, the intimidation will not stop. The problem with our people is that we are very fond of complaining. We are not into freedom fighting anymore. Looking for somebody whom you have given a... You need to start in yourself. Come out from your sleep and slumber. Come out from your laziness. Stop laziness and eyes under anybody, waiting for them to come. They are on their part, take their gain and left. We thank God for every services given to us. And we thank them from every benefit they benefited on behalf of Biafrans. But what we are saying is people should buckle up, pick the mantle where they drop it, and move on, and soldier on, and carry on. That is called comradeness, that is called missionary. Must do what? Remove them before you, because the land belongs to Biafrans, and the land must be retained by Biafrans, and be sustained by Biafrans, because power belongs to the people, with the people, in the people, from the people, before we elect or choose anybody who will administer, not govern, not rule, but administer on our behalf for the affairs that concern Biafra. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Mazio Kolobo. The Nigerians, they keep on making a caricature of themselves. Most times, a lot of things that is happening in that land, you'll be wondering, wow, truly, if those people sitting in that Senate, if they are learned as they claim to be. The next news item. When the rain god visited Owerri with fury. When Governor Rochas Okorocha came up with his urban renewal program, it looks like no other thing matters to the administration. Those who kick against it based on the absence of needed environmental impact assessment were dubbed in the name of the government and progress. Others query the capability of those handling the project and whether there was any engineering design. They repeatedly told newspapers who were to listen that no harm was intended. Their knowledgeable and sincere opinion never counted. Construction work commenced in the municipality. Public and private homes were destroyed. Built as Okorocha administration, but not limited to the pedestrian bridge of Imo State University Junction, were equally destroyed. Communication were evacuated and indeed damaged to make way for the road expansion. Water pipelines installed by Samuel Mbakwe administration under the expanded roads in some areas of the municipality. particularly Okiwe, Wedra, and Oluru. The solid underground drainage system built by Moane Construction Company (MCC), from where water is channeled to the two rivers in Owerri, Otamiri and Morie, did not survive the state government urban renewal onslaught. This was the situation when Owerri witnessed the torrential downpour on Monday, April 9, 2018, sign that it was going to rain was very clear. Dark clouds started by from around 9:15 to 15 p.m. Darkness completely enveloped Imo State and the rest started pouring with fury. Not long after, telephone calls started crisscrossing the state. It was all tales of woe. From Umu Ejechi Nekede Aziz, Southeast Okocha have been working all throughout his day. What can you say about this?
I'm sure people understand and hear when I say that Biafrans must think outside the box. I'm sure Imo State produce civil engineers, graduates every year. I'm sure Imo State produce town planning, quantity surveyor, estate management, citizens every year. But the problem remains that because you attend expired school, expired education, after your university degree, you even need to practice what you claim to have. I don't have a degree in construction, but I know the right pipe, the right size of pipes, how to do drainage system. That if you rain in a city, within a twinkle of an eye, the water will drain and go to a reservoir. If they manage themselves very well and think outside the box, this is a small child's play. It's the easiest thing you can do for yourself. It's the easiest thing you can do, but Okorocha, who is incompetent, keep breaking markets without building a new one. We destroying the old markets without replacing them. Keep destroying everywhere in the name of urban planning. And all those images is molding. Let me give you one revelation. Some of them has got inside them. They are ritual images that is molding. All those roundabouts, they are ritual roundabouts. And there are dead bodies buried in them. Because these people are evil. For good 8 years, this man could not do anything for people of Imo. He gave you a scholarship in the last years of his tenure so that he pushed that responsibility to the next government to make them fail if they refuse to elect his own appointed person. There is nothing this man is doing that is good. Go and check. If you provide good road, it will reduce the cost of transporting food and goods. Your life will be easier. These people collect allocation money every month. What do they do with it? They share it among themselves. And those who they feel as a stumbling block, they kill them. Our people need to start thinking. You need to start forming your youth empowerment organization, youth awareness organization. What do you use with your, what do you do with your mobile phone? In our class, just gossiping with your mobile phone. With only your mobile phone, you can build an app, you can form revolutionary youth of tomorrow organization, and only you to be members. You have one patron or one elderly man and one elderly woman as advisors, and people with clean record that will study, become the watchdog and monitoring the activities and the development of the so-called government and governors. And anything you refuse to, you do not approve, that you know is not for the betterment of the future of your generation, you stand on the street and protest and refuse it. The power belongs to the people. In the people, with the people, from the people. How long shall we say this? That is why you must inform your friends and families. Your friends is where you get education. This is where you get knowledge. This is where you get understanding. This is where you get exposed. This is where you can hold and be informed that the Constitution of Nigeria is Decree 24 military input on the people. This is where we can read you ayah and the characteristics and the qualities of a leader. Who is a leader? We define and explain who is a leader through ayah declaration. Unfortunately, our people are not thinking outside the box. They are trying to be faster than the shadow, and they are not looking inside the mirror to see themselves. The solution is inside. You must form Association of Civil Engineers of Imo State, Association of Bricklayers. If you don't form an association, people will come and break you into pieces. But if you form an association, you will speak with one voice, and when you formulate a protest, and when you bring lobby, and when you bring pressure, they will hear you. But if you continue to start individual and stand as individuals, they will finish you because they have all the weapons and all the guns and all the money and the influence to destroy you. Imo State now, a clergyman that's supposed to be highly respected and honored, especially those of the ancient religious doctrines of the Catholic and Siemens and all great church. Schools for us, hospitals for us, help the community to develop, become role models in our land. If they speak the truth, the governor will send thugs to beat them. The politicians will send thugs to harass them. In this modern time, and you, the youth, are watching and waiting. If they can deal with the Reverend Father who has spoken the truth of the pain you are going through, and you refuse to come out and stand with them, then your life and your freedom is empty and is useless, because the solution is to recognize the power. To the people. Thank you very much, Mother Chidema.
Thank you, Mazo Kolobo. You did justice to that. And Biafrans, you have heard it, Okorocha did not come to save. I'm so surprised when some people will come out there to tell he's doing this. Revolve around whatever that Decree 24 AK Constitution stuff. So as a Biafran and also as people in that country know what really understands themselves, it is say
justice, which is the supreme guarantee of good government. He should be ready, if need be, to lay down his life in pursuit of this ideal, or convert government into a family business. A leader who serves his people well will be enshrined in the heart and mind. This is all the reward he or she can expect in his or her lifetime. He or she will be the people. He or she will be to the people the symbol of excellence, the countenance of revolution. He or she will be Biafran. Today, the headline says, is social justice. We believe that there should be equal opportunity for all. That appreciation and just reward should be given for honest work, and that society should show concern Therefore, the Biafran state must not apportion special praise favors to some and deny them to others. For example, how we talk of social justice in a situation where a highly paid public servant gets his salary and the poor housewife in the village pays £5 for a cup. The state should not create a situation favorable. No favoritism, no special influence or special benefit from any office holder. Blackmail them or coerce them into submission to what you want. Which helps all to realize their legitimate and aspirations. Without justice and stability within society, I repeat, without social justice, harmony and stability, mechanisms between various sectors.
I'm here calling you, oh Lord, praying to you, singing to you, oh Yahushua, because they made us slaves in our own land. I can remember once upon a time in the Bible where the Israelites used some praises to break down the wall of Jericho. Miracle.
Okay, with an interception. I will continue from their here declaration. The last bit of it. The state is the father of all, the source of security, the reliable agent which helps all to realize their legitimate hopes and aspirations. Without social justice, harmony and stability within society disappear, and antagonism between various sections of the community the land of Biafra is fairness is accorded to the citizens of Biafra. Even of people, it will be an allowance. It will be a token of appreciation of the task you are to do. But when you begin to dip your hand, restoration must be restored in our time. We will not hand over this enslavement to the next generation. Neither will we allow the next generation to suffer what we have suffered. And I commend everybody who are working tirelessly to bring the Biafra to actualization and do the to help other put satellite so that they can see Radio Biafra International. Thank you very much for having me today, Mother Chidimon.
Forever. Be freedom fighters forever. It is time for us to put all the ideas we have and what we have heard into practice. And I believe that I cannot continue to express continue to say on this particular. I believe every one of us, wherever we are, we have people talking to us, and we should go out there and let us know. You don't have to wait until things are given to you in order for you to be able to express yourself out there. We have mouth, we have a way to advertise. Remember, our system always have her badge on, Biafra badge on her. Wherever she goes, people become inquisitive, and she will always express where she stands on concerning Biafra. So Biafrans, wherever you are, you have to be an advocate of Biafra wherever you are, and whatever you're thinking. You should always breathe Biafra and speak Biafra. I will hand back to you, Mazi and Emina. Good day, Biafrans.
Radio National, empowering the people.
Very, very many happy reasons.
you meant to bring it. Regardless what the hardship that I know you will appreciate. Ooh, yeah. I wish you a happy birthday. Ooh, yeah. Very, very happy returns. Ooh, yeah. Wish you a happy birthday. To celebrate. Ooh, yeah. I wish you a happy birthday. Ooh, yeah. Very, very many happy returns. Tinko, tinko, the world is too many people all around. And for you, your special day. Ooh, I wish you a happy birthday. Tinko, tinko, goes the clock, and good morning every day. Shouting, laughing, happy, what do we do? We have to survive. Ooh, yeah. I wish you a happy birthday. Ooh, yeah. Very, very many returns.
70th. Yes, 70th birthday is I think it's an easy thing. Go and check your age. Yes, because anybody who is 70 now, you must understand, the person will be praying God to give him more long life. And of course, telling you that he is getting close to the graveyard. That's interesting. Don't get scared. It's just what it is. And so we want to celebrate our people. We will continue to celebrate them. So you out there, you can call in. You can taking just 2 or 3 calls, depending. And if you call us, please keep it very, very, very snappy, and we will be glad if you use that opportunity to congratulate our people. Seven is a special number, like I do mention earlier. 7 is a special number, so if you understand that, go ahead and make your call. I will be taking this interview. Thereafter, we will fully open up our calling position. Thank you.
Oh yeah, what we need is prayer. Architecture is all that we do. That we think we want. Don't contest. If you feel low, you just sing me down. Architecture is all that freedom. That we think we want. Don't follow the peaceful contest. If you feel low, you just sing me down. I wake up in the morning. Today